Since the dawn of civilizations, there have been many attempts to classify living organisms. It was done instinctively, not using criteria that were scientific but born out of a need to use organisms for your own use for food, shelter, and clothing. Aristotle was the earliest to attempt a more scientific basis of classifications. He used simple morphological characters to classify plants into trees, shrub, and herb. He also divided animals into two groups, those which had red blood and those that did not. In Linnaeus times, a two-kingdom systems of classifications, plants and animalia's kingdoms, was developed that included all plants and animals respectively. This system did not distinguish between the eukaryotes and prokaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, and photosynthetics, that's green algae, and non-photosynthetics, that is fungi organisms. Classifications of organisms into plants and animals was easily done and was easy to understand, but a large number of organisms did not fall into either category. Hence, the two kingdom classifications used for a long time was found inadequate. Besides cross morphology, a need was also felt for including other characteristics like cell structures, nature of wall, mode of nutrition, habit, method of reproduction, involuntary relationships, etc. Classification system for the living organisms have hence undergo several changes over the times. Thought plants and animals kingdom have been a constant under all different systems. The understandings of what groups slash organisms be included under these kingdoms have been changing. The Protista, autotrophic, that is photosynthetic, and heterotrophic fungi. Heterotrophic, that is saprophytic slash parasitic. Plantae, autotrophic, that is photosynthetic. Animalia, heterotrophic, that is holozoic, that is sporophyte, etc. R.H. Whittaker 1969 proposed a five kingdom classifications. The kingdom defined by him were named Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. The main criteria for classifications used by him included cells, structures, body organizations, mode of nutrition, reproductions, phylogenetic relationships. Table 2.1 give a comparatively account of different characteristics of the five kingdom. The three domain systems has also been proposed that divided the kingdom Monera into two domain, leaving for remaining eukaryotes kingdoms in the third domains, and thereby a six kingdom classifications. You will learn about the system in details at higher classes. Let us look at these five kingdom classifications to understand the issue and considerations. Let us look at this five kingdom classification in understand the issue and considerations. The influenced that classification systems. Earlier classification system included bacteria, blue-green algae, fungi, mosses, ferns, gymnosperm, and angiosperms. Under plants, the characters, the unifield, this whole kingdoms was the all the organisms included had cell wall in their cells. This placed together groups which widely differed in other characteristics. In brought together the prokaryotic bacteria and the blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, with other groups which were eukaryotic. Is also grouped together the unicellular organisms and the multicellulars. One, say for example, Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra were placed together under algae. The classifications did not differentiate between the heterotrophic groups, fungi, and the autotrophic green plants. Thought they also show a characteristics different in their walls compositions. The fungi had chitin in their wall, which the green plants had a cellulosic cell wall. When such characteristics were considered, the fungi were placed in a separate kingdom fungi. All prokaryotic organisms were grouped together under kingdom Monera, and the unicellular eukaryotic organisms were placed in kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista has brought together Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, that is earlier placed in algae within plants, and both having cell wall, with Parameciums and amoeba, that is fish, were earlier placed in the animal kingdom, which lack cell wall. It has put together organisms which in earlier classifications were placed in different kingdom. This happened because the criteria for classifications changed. This kind of changes will take place in future too, depending on improvement in your understanding of characteristics and involuntary relationships. Over time, an attempt has been made to evoke a classification system which reflect not only the morphological, physiological, and reproductive similarities, but is also phylogenetic, that is based on involuntary relationships. In this chapter, we will study characteristics of kingdom, Monera, Protista, and fungi of the Whittaker systems of classifications. The kingdoms Plantae and Animalias, commonly referred to a plants and animals kingdom, respectively, will be delayed separately in chapter 3rd and 4th. 2.1 Kingdom Monera. Bacteria are the sole member of the kingdom Monera. They are the most abundant microorganisms. Bacteria occurs almost everywhere. Hundreds of bacteria are present in a handful of soil. They also live in extreme habitats such as a hot spring, desert, snow, and a deep oceans where very few other life forms can survive. Of them live in your own other organisms as parasites. Bacteria are grouped under four categories based on their shape and spiral coccus, the rod-shaped bacillus, the comma-shaped vibrium, and the spiral spirillum. Figure 2.1. Thought the bacterial structures is very simple. They are very complex in behavior. Compared to many other organisms, bacteria as a group show the most extensive metabolic diversities. Some of the bacterial are autotrophic, that is, they synthesize their own food from inorganic substrates. They may be photosynthetic autotrophics or chemosynthetic autotrophics. The vast majority of bacteria are heterotrophs, that is, they depend on their organisms or and dead organic matter for food. 2.1.1 Archaebacteria. These bacteria are special since they live in some of the most harsh habitats such as extreme salt areas, that is halophils, hot springs, that is thermoacidophils, and marshy area, that is methanogens. Archaebacteria differ from other bacteria in having a different cell wall structures, and this feature is responsible for their survival in extreme conditions. Methanogens are present in the gut of several ruminant animals such as cows and buffaloes, and they are responsible for the production of methane, that is biogas, from the dungs of these animals. 2.1.2 Eubacteria. There are thousands of different eubacteria or true bacteria. They are characterized by the presence of a rigid cell wall and if motile a flagellum. The cyanobacteria, that is also referred to as a blue-green algae, have chlorophyll A similar to green plants and are photosynthetic autotrophs. Figure 2.2. The cyanobacteria are unicellular, colonial or filamentous, freshwater/marine or terrestrial algae. The colonials are generally surrounded by a gelatinous sheet. They often form bloom in polluted water bodies. Some of these organisms can fix atmospheric nitrogen in specialized cells called heterocytes, example nostoc and Anabaena. Chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria oxidize various inorganic substances such as nitrate, nitrites, and ammonia and use the release energy for their ATP productions. They play a great role of recycling nutrients like nitrogens, phototrophs, iron, and sulfur. Heterotrophic bacteria are most abundant in nature. The majority and important composers, many of them have a significant impact on humans' affairs. They are helpful in making curd from milk, productions of antibiotics, fixing nitrogens in legume, roots, etc. Some are pathogens causing damage to human beings, crops, farm animals, and pets. Chlorella, typhoid, tetanus, citrus, canker are well-known disease causes by a different bacteria. Bacterials reproduce many by fusions, that is figure 2.3. Sometimes under unfavorable conditions they produce spore. They also reproduce by a sort of sexual reproductions by adopting a primitive types of DNA transfer from one bacterium to the other. The mycoplasma are organisms that completely lack a cell wall. They are the smallest living cell known and can survive without oxygen. Many of mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants. 2.2 Kingdom Protista. All single-celled eukaryotes are placed under Protista. but the boundaries of the kingdom are not well defined. What may be a photosynthetic proteins to use biologist may be a plant to another. In this book we included chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, slime moths, and protozoans. Under Protista membrane of Protista are primarily aquatic. This kingdom forms a link with the other dealing with plants, animals, and fungi. Being eukaryotes and Protistans, cell body contains a well-defined nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. Some have flagella or cilia. Protista reproduce asexuals and sexuals by a process involving cell fusion and zygote formation. 2.2.1 Chrysophytes. This group included diatoms and golden algae tetradermites. They are formed in fresh water as well as marine environment. They are microscopic and float passively in water current, that is plankton. Most of them are photosynthetic in diatoms. The cell wall forms two thin overlapping cells which fit together as in a soap box. The walls are embedded with cilia and thus the walls are indestructible. Thus diatoms have left behind large amount of cell wall deposit in their habits. The accumulations over billions of years is referred to a diatomaceous earth. Being greatly this soil is used for filtrations of oils and syrup. Diatoms are the chief produce in the ocean. 2.2.2 Dinoflagellates. These organisms are mostly marine and photosynthetics. They appear yellow, green, brown, blue, or red depending on the main pigment present in their cells. The cell wall has steep cellulose plants on the outer surface. Most of them have two flagella, one lie longitudinal and the other transversely in a furrow between the wall plates. Very often, red dinoflagellates, that is example, undergo such rapid multiplications that they make the sea appear red, that is red tides. Toxins released by such large number may even kill other marine animals such as fishes. 2.2.3 Euglenoids. Majority of them are freshwater organisms found in stagnant water. Instead of a cell wall, they have a protein-rich layer called follicle, which make their bodies flexible. They have two flagella, a short and a long one. Thought they are photosynthetic in presence of sunlight. When deprived of sunlight, they behave like heterotrophs by predating on other smaller organisms. Interestingly, the pigment of euglenoids are identical of these present in higher plants. Example Euglena. Figure 2.4b. 2.2.4 Slime moth. Slime moths are saprophytic sporistates. Their bodies move along decaying twigs and labels, unifying organic materials. Under suitable conditions, they form an aggregation called plasmodium, which may grow and spared cover several feet. During unfavorable conditions, the plasmodium differentiate and form fruiting bodies bearing spores at their tips. The spores possess two walls. They are extremely resistant and survive for many years. Even under adverse conditions, the spores are displaced by air current. 2.2.5 Protozoans. All protozoans are heterotrophs and live as predators or parasites. They are believed to be primitive relative of animals. There are four major groups of protozoans. Amoeboid protozoans. These organisms live in a freshwater, seawater, or moist soil. They move and captures their prey by putting out pseudopodias, that is false feet. As in amoeba, marine forms have silica cells on their surface. Some of them, such as amoeba, are parasites. Flagellated protozoans. These members of this group are either free living or parasites. They have flagella. The parasitic form causes disease such as a sleeping sickness. Sample trypanosoma. Ciliated protozoans. These are aquatic, actively moving organisms. Because of the presence of thousands of cilia, they have a cavity, that is gut, that opens to the outside of the cell surface. The coordinated movement of row of cilia causes the water laden with food to be straightened into the gut. Example Paramecium. Figure 2. 4D. Sporozoans. These included diverse organisms that have an infections spore-like stage in their life cycle. The most notorious in Plasmodiums, that is malaria parasites, which causes malaria, a disease which has a sting effect on human populations. 2.3 Kingdom fungi. The fungi consist of a unique kingdom of heterotrophic organisms. They show a great diversity in morphology and habit. You must have seen fungi on a moist spread and rotten fruits. The one mushroom you eat and stoles are also fungi. White spots seen on a mustard leaf or due to a parasitic fungus. Some unicellular fungi, example, yeast, are used to make bread and beer. Other fungi causes disease in plants and animals. Wheat rust causing leukemia is an important example. Some are the source of antibiotics. Example, penicillium. Fungi are cosmopolitan and occurs in air, water, soil, and animals and plants. They perfect to grow in warm and humid place. Have you ever wondered why we keep food in the refrigerator? Yes, it is to prevent food from going bad due to bacterial or fungi infections. With the exceptions of yeast, which are unicellular, fungi are filamentous. Their bodies consist of long cylinder thread-like structures called hypha. The network of hypha is known as mycelium. Some hypha are continuously tube-filled with multinucleated cytoplasm. These are called monocytic hypha. Others have septate or cross wall in their hypha. The cell wall of fungi are composed of chitin and polysaccharides. Most fungi are heterotrophic and absorb soluble organic matter from dead substrate and hence are called saprophytes. Those that depend on living plants and animals are called parasites. They can also live symbionts in associations with algae as lichens and with root of higher plants and mycorrhiza. Reproductions in fungi can take place by vegetative means, fragmentations, fusion, and budding. Asexual reproduction is by spores, called conidia or sporosporus or zoosporus, and sexual reproduction by oosporus, cosporus, and basidosporus. The various spores are produced in a destinating structures called fruiting bodies. The sexual cycle involves the following three stages. First, fusion of protoplasm between two motile or non-motile gametes called plasmogamy. Second, fusion of two nuclei called karyogamy. It's in zygote resulting in haploid spore. When a fungus reproduces sexual to haploid hypha of compatible types come together and fuse. In some fungi, the fusion of two haploid cells immediately result in diploid cells, that is 2N. However, in other fungi, that is Ascomycetes and Basidomycetes, an intervening dikaryotic stage, that N plus N, that is 2 nuclei per cells, occurs. Such a condition is called a dikaryon, and the phase is called dikaryophase of fungus. Later, the parental nuclei fuse and the cells become diploid. The fungi form fruiting bodies in which reductions divisions occurs, leading to formation of haploid spores. The morphology of the mycelium mode of spore formation and fruiting bodies form the basis of the division of kingdom into various classes. 2.3.1 Phycomycetes. Member of Phycomycetes are found in aquatic habitats and in a decaying wood in and damp place or as obligate parasites on plants. The mycelium is accepted and noocytic. Asexual reproductions take place by zoospore, that is motile, or by aplonospore, that is non-motile. These spores are endogenously produced in sporangiums. A zygospore is formed by fusion of two gametes. These gametes are similar in morphology, that is isogamy, or dissimilar, that is anisogamy or oogamous. Some common examples are mucor, that is figure 2.5a, rhizopus, that is the trait Maud mentions earlier, albugo, that is the parasitic fungi on mustard. 2.3.2 Ascomycetes. Known as a sac fungi, the Ascomycetes are mostly multicellular. Example, penicillium, or rarely unicellular. Example, yeast, that is Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces. These are sporophytic decomposers, parasitics, or coprophilous, that is growing on dung. Mycelium is branch and septate. The asexual spore are conidia produce endogenously on the special myceliums called sporophorus. Conidia on germinations produce mycelium sexual spores or called which are produced endogenously in sac-like aci, that is singular ascus. These aci are arranged in different types of fruiting bodies called ascocarpus. Some examples are Aspergillus figure 2.5b, claviceps, and Neurospora. Neurospora is used extensively in biochemical and genetic work. Many members like Morella and truffles and edibles and are considered delicious. 3.3 Basidiomycetes, commonly known from Basidiomycetes as mushrooms, fungi of puffballs. They grow in soil, on logs and tree stumps, and in living plants' bodies as parasites. Example: ruts and smolts. The myceliums in branch and septate. The asexual spores are generally not found, but vegetative reproductions by fragmentations in common. The sex organs are absent, but plasmogamy is brought about by fusion of two vegetative or somatic cells of different strains of genotypes. This resultant structures is dikaryotic, which ultimately give rise to basidium. Karyogamy and meiosis take place in the basidium, producing four basidospores. The basidospores are exogenously produced on the basidiums, that is plural basidias. The basidia are arranged in fruiting bodies called basidocarpus. Some common members are agricus, that is mushroom, figure 2.5c, astilago, that is smolt, and Puccinia, that is rust fungus. 2.3.4 Deuteromycetes, commonly known as imperfect fungi because only the asexual or vegetative phase of these fungi are known. When the sexual form of these fungi were discovered, they were moved into classes they rigidly belong to. It is also possible the asexual and vegetative stages have been given one name and placed under Deuteromycetes, and the sexual stage another, that is, and placed under another classes later. When the linkages were stabilized, the fungi were correctly identified and moved out of Deuteromycetes. Once perfect, that is, sexual stage of member of Deuteromycetes were discovered, they were often moved to Ascomycetes, and Basidiomycetes. The the Deuteromycetes reproduce only by sexual spores known as conidia. The mycelium is septate and branched. Some members as saprophytes or parasites, while a large number of them are decomposers of later help in mineral cycling. Some examples are Alternaria, Calectotrichum, and Trichoderma. 2.4 Kingdom Plantia. Kingdom Plantia included all eukaryotic chlorophyll containing organisms commonly called plants. A few members of are partially heterotrophic, such as the insectivorous plants or parasites. Butterworth and Winn's flytrap are example of insectivorous plants, and Cusquita is a parasite. The plant cell have an eukaryotic structures with prominent chloroplasts and cell wall mainly made of cellulose. You will study the eukaryotic cell structures in details in chapter 8. Plantia included algae, bryophytas, pteridophytas, gymnosperm, and angiosperms. Life cycle of plant has two distinct phases: the diploid saprophytics and the haploid gametophyte, that alternate with each other. The genetic strength of the haploid and diploid phase and whether these phases are free living or dependent on these vary among different groups in plants. This phenomena is called alternation of generations. You will study further detail of the kingdom in chapter 3. 2.5 Kingdom Animalia. This kingdom is characterized by a heterotrophic eukaryotic organisms that are multicellular and their cells lack cell wall. They directly or indirectly depend on plants for food. They digest their food in an internal cavity and store food reserve as glycogen or fat. Their mode of nutrition is zoologic by ingestions of food. They follow a definite growing patterns and grow into adults that have a definite shape and size. Higher forms so elaborate sincerely and neuromotors mechanisms. Most of them are capable of locomotions. The sexual reproduction is by a copulations of male and female followed by embryological development. Silent features of various phyla are described in chapter 4. 2.6 Virus, viroids, prions and lichens. In these five kingdom classifications of Pittacus, there is no mention of lichen and some acellular organisms like virus, viroids and prions. There are briefly introducing here. All of us who have suffered the ill effect of common cold or flu know what effect virus can have on us even if we do not associate it with your conditions. Virus did not find a place in classifications since they are not considered truly living. If we understand living as those organisms that have a cell structures, the virus are non-cellular organisms that are characterized by having inert crystalline structures outside the living cell. When they infect a cell, they'll take over the machinery of the host cell or replicate themselves, killing the host. Could you virus living or non-living? Virus means germs or poisonous fluid. Dmitry Ivanovsky 1892 recognized certain microbes as causally organisms of the mosaic disease of tobacco. Figure 2.6a. These were found to be smaller than bacteria because they passed through bacteria-proof filters. M. W. Bejernik, 1898, stated that the extract of the infect plants of tobacco could cause infections in healthy plants and named the new pathogens virus and called the fluid as Catagium vivium fluidium, that infections living fluid. W. M. Stanley 1935 show the virus could be crystallized and crystals consist largely of proteins. They are inert outside their specific host cell. Viruses are obligate parasites. In addition to proteins, virus also contain genetic material that could be either RNA or DNA. No virus contains both RNA and DNA. A virus is a nucleoproteins and the genetic material in infections. In general, virus that infect plants well standard RNA and virus the infect animals have either single or double stranded RNA or double stranded DNA. Bacteria, virus or bacteriophage, that's virus that infect the bacteria, are usually double stranded DNA virus. Figure 2.6b. The protein coat called capsid made of small subunits called capsomers protect the nucleic acid. These capsomers are arranged in helicals or phylohedral geometric forms. Virus cause disease like mumps, smallpox, herpes and influenza. AIDS in human is also caused by a virus in plants. The symptom can be mosaic formations, leaf rolling and curling, yellowing and vein clearing, drawing and stenotic growth. In 1971, Theo Diener discovered a new infections agent that was smaller than virus and causes potato spindle tuber disease. It was found to be a free RNA. It lacked the protein code that is found in virus, hence the name viroid. The RNA of the viroid was a low molecular weight prions. In modern medicine, certain infections, neurological disease were found to be transmitted by an agent consisting of normal flooded proteins. The agent was smaller in size to virus. These agents were called prions. The most notable disease causes by prions are moving spongiform encephalopath, that is BSC, commonly called mad cow disease in cattle, and in analogous variant, Ziad-Jakob disease, that is CZD in human, that is CZD in humans. Lichens. Lichens are symbiotic associations that mutually useful associations between algae and fungi. The algal component is known as a phycobion and fungal component as mycobion, which are autotrophic and the heterotrophic respectively. Algae prepare food for fungi and fungi provide shelters and absorb minerals, nutrition and water for its partner. So close is their associations that if one saw a lichens in nature, one could never imagine that they had two different organisms within them. Lichens are very good pollution indicator. They do not grow in polluted area. Thank you and visit again.